right now, Val. I think you should be called the Parfessor, because all this young man does is rack up par.
Parfessor. I love that, actually.
He's the Parfessor. He's the Parfessor.
Let's go.
And if you're looking for collaborations, try and reach out.
We're done reaching out. We're relying on the folks there in New Jersey, typically in Middlesex, New Jersey. We're looking at the top golf courses in this area. We're rating them. We played all of them. And now we're going to bring you those top 8 courses, starting off with Clearbrook. This is a great course. It's just I feel like the visual aspects of this course is why
we're here at Clearbrook Golf Course. We'll take a look at all 9 holes at this facility that's under $20 to play. One of the cheapest golf courses in New Jersey. Squirrel. Maybe a little left-handed over the bunker to put the pressure on. All right, let's take a look at the first hole here at Clearbrook. Now currently this is our second remix video going out there playing the course again. And at least this one had some changes in regards to management, a new superintendent coming through. It won't kill you, but it's not great. Of course, you would think the price could be $50 to $70 here, and that's not the case. It's only $20 to walk the course. There's only 9 holes. The course was built in 1972 by Al Purdy. He's built a few Philly courses, but starting off with a par 5, it is kind of challenging if you haven't stretched. Up here, we'll have a flying drone cutting through. Just give it some more time on these remix. Wow, these putting green surfaces are pretty nice. Let's see. Par with the Parfessor on number 1. Nope. From a par 5 right in to a par 3, so that's a good shot. Got to get it there if you want to par it. And even in my first video, I said the course has a lot of charm. It's walking friendly, but with the cart paths, you don't have to walk. There's plenty of golf carts. Does it get busy? Well, depending on the time of the day, there was a bunch of people teeing off in the morning, and then there was a pocket, and then I went right out. In regards to improvements to this golf course, I played a few other remix. I haven't seen a course change so drastically in the last year and a half. When I was here, it was very patchy. Depending on the time of the year, it was still the summertime. We're in the spring, so benefit of the doubt to the course today. All right, so it goes from a par 5 to a par 3, back to a par 5. So you have to let that driver eat in this place. Let's go. Just get a nice shot here. Different markers. We have hole 12, which would have been hole 3. So they do a little, yeah, at least it's a different golf course when you play it on the back nine. All right, let's get up and down. Come on. The greens though, they feel like they're almost private. It is a residential area, you gotta check in. All right, this was my favorite hole when I played here. It starts off on the left, holes on the right, and you can't go after it with that tree. So that line is at 150 mark, but you got to cut it. There it is. Well, you can see the tee box here, so you can miss a little bit. Can't miss to the left though. And you can't see any of this because of that tree line. And it's residential, so if you hit it near one of these houses, chances are it's going to roll into their yard. Let's get up and down and save par. That's a good shot. It bounced real hard off these greens. Golly, that's a putt. About 170 par 3.
It's a fun golf course. I'm just going to put it that way for the price. It could definitely get very busy the time of the year, summer. It's residential, so you'll feel like you're going into a resort type feel when you check in. But overall, I think that this is a must play for anyone. For $20 to go play the course, they're keeping tip-top shape of it. Hats off to the crew, the superintendent, the head pro, and everyone involved in designing the course, maintaining the course, and just the friendly conditions of walking in. Overall, this is a good one. I like this one. I played it twice so far, and I would go back and play it again. Should be higher on the list, but again, I feel like I got good footage there. We want to keep the attention span high. Moving us now into a course in New Brunswick, just north, just on the border. It's swinging in.
We're here at Raritan Landing Golf Course. It's just located outside of New York City. For 30 bucks, you might be able to find a gem. Bring your hoodie. It's one of those type of golf courses. Get out here and really practice if you were in college. Get your hoodie on. The course really is a college golf course, playing more to the people that are just trying to get a little bit better at golf. Not the best, but at least playing a little bit of par golf with the Parfessa. And there's nobody out on this golf course at 7:30 in the morning. As I predicted, some of these college kids like to sleep in. I bet you in the afternoon this course gets a little jumping, a little party, but no beer bottles, nothing crazy. It doesn't take long to start to find.
Although this really was not a trashy golf course, just located outside of New York City. Might have been a little bit of a hidden gem here that you might want to try to swing in and play. Everything about it starts off.
Hey, how are you?
Whole course is set up like a figure eight. Want to go back and to the left to get to 14.
14 back to the left.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that should be the only point where we have.
On number one now.
Although there is 18 holes here, it is just a par 58, stretching just over 3,000 yards at 3,227 yards from those back tees.
Really another hole that's, what's it, like 80 yards?
Really, this is a layout of the golf course. It's just a punch it about 100, 170 yards sometimes. If you look at some of the furthest holes, it's 300 yards from those back tees. You can get better at golf at these type of golf courses. You want to say out of the sand traps here, there's a few of them as you get closer to the greens on every one of the holes. Get your money's worth. 30 bucks to play the golf course. You can't go wrong.
This is a $30 golf course. That still works, in my opinion. There's soap in there. Let's take a look. You probably can't see it. There's some soap in there. They're putting together a course here, cleaning out some beers. Are they morning beers? Probably. Damn, it's 8:30. We had a hurricane come through. Couldn't play a lot of golf this week. But as a result, the course has been completely absorbed. New York City is pretty much underwater yesterday. So we were lucky to get out here. There's a couple streams coming through the course, but for the most part, it's an executive course with a par 58. I tell you what, I like it. So here we are on number 3, one of the first holes that actually really open up. It's a 270 yards, so not too far, but you know, definitely not a par 3. I just want to draw this over. That's not my shot here. They got it. Don't be bashful. Use it.
And that's why you have to take care of the golf courses. And we're going to most importantly talk about the history of this one. Built by Stephen Kay, and that name does sound familiar. He's built over 300 golf courses since 1983. Some of them are big names, most of them are in New Jersey. This course, again, is a small one, 3,000 yards, not much to play with. But it was open October 1st, 1999, the beginning of a fiscal year. Now it offers now into our next course here. So let's zoom on out and head on over to the Meadows at Middlesex, a county course that does pack a punch. Zooming in, there's 3 county courses total, 4 if you count the 2 courses at another one. Swinging in here to Meadows.
We're here at the Meadows Golf Course with power lines swinging right through it. The discounted golf that we're looking for is right here. $54, $60 to play this golf course.
And on this episode of Twilight Golfer, we're headed to the Meadows at Middlesex. Now this is a municipal course, at least it's owned and operated by them, and we walked right in with no tee times early in the morning, sneaking out and playing 18. The footage here is going to be the full 18 holes of the course. We'll be talking about the history of the course, how it was built, the price range of the course, the play of it, and just overall some feelings of what we get out of the course when we're done playing it. Now lucky for us, we kind of had the course to ourselves early in the morning, and we were able to really focus on some of these holes on the golf course. Now since it's a Tom Fazio designed course, at least it was finished that way. A lot of controversy with this, and we're going to focus on that in the beginning. Now it's a great experience going out here and playing it, and had some highlights here like this par 3 that make the course kind of almost worth it in regards to other price range for courses around the area. The Meadows is a full 18-hole golf course, but it was first built in 1972 by Joe Finner. Now he only put together 12 holes, and notice later on in the video when we cross over to the other side of the street, that's when Tom Fazio put in the other 4 holes. We made sure when we checked in to get the full footage and the full understanding of this golf course, because it's not really highlighted as a Tom Fazio course. He's put the other major golf courses like Galway National, has kind of distanced himself away from other courses he's built in the past, but at least he has a footprint here, and you could tell just by banging off a couple trees on some of these holes here. And that's because he's been known to put trees in areas that you wouldn't think you would be able to hit. Now it was finished and completed in 1980. There's nothing wrong with this golf course. There's no excuses for bad putts. It rolls pretty true. The greens are okay. Definitely a tight golf course because it only plays 6,290 yards from those back tees. We recommend playing from those back tees. Played on the whites on the footage here. Gets a little tighter from those back tees at least, and it makes for a different golf course with your club selection. Being a private golf course originally in 1999, ownership of the Meadows was transferred to the county of Middlesex. Now that's the county it's located in right now, making it a county golf course, open and operated for the public to play. Now with that being said, it gets extremely busy like we mentioned early in the video. However, there's just a lot of golf in this area that kind of spreads it off a little bit. Now you're going to get a lot of beginner golf in this because the price is right. The price range at least is right. Starting off from that senior rate, $35 public to play this golf course. You got a card holder type deal, drops it down to $26. Anytime to play it, it's $31 to play this golf course as a non-resident that does not include card fee. Now it jumps up a little bit on the weekends, but all in all, $53 from Saturday to Sunday is the top, I guess, tier of this golf course for price range. I would say that's a fair price for the area. You get a good course. At least you can see on some of these holes right here, which was probably my favorite hole, where there's a little bit of water that comes into play. Some of the holes you only get your money's worth. It's tight, some par 3. Overall, this is a good experience. I want to go play a full 18. I only played 9 there. If you live in the area, let us know down in the comment section. We'd love to go out and slap it around. Swinging us into another course not too far from the destination we just mentioned. Overall in...
Try and play that golf course.
And that golf course that we're going into through a gated community is Concordia. There's an oasis of golf courses located in these gated communities in the middle of New Jersey that we're targeting on this next golf episode. And with a total of 113 golf courses now that we targeted, played, and reviewed, we're looking forward to playing more, but we're running out of them. Now, at this golf course here, we're going to go through the history of the course, talk a little bit about how the feel of the course is, the play of it, the overall price of it, and then we'll give a rating at the end from 1 to 10. So hang on tight as we walk through this course. And there's some interesting a tunnel going on here at Concordia Golf Club. And starting off with the price of the course, Saturday, Sunday, And holidays, it gets the most expensive, being $49, but this does include a cart for 18 holes. There's a full 18 holes here compared to the other golf courses in the area that are like a gated community. Some of the holes are luscious, like this one that you're seeing footage of, with water on the right-hand side of the tee box. Now that $50 price tag drops down dramatically. If you were to play Monday through Friday, it's only $29. It drops down to $29 to walk the golf course at any time. A great twilight rate starting at 2 o'clock for $25, 18 holes here. Now we ended up doing a 9-hole rate on the weekends for $25. That's a good deal for the time. Now it's on exit 8A off of the New Jersey Turnpike in Monroe Township. And there's a little bit of everything here at this adult public community that has a public golf course on it. That's a little tough getting in. You got to go through the gate as you saw in the beginning of the video, but when you do get there, there's 6,200 yards of championship, quote-unquote, 18-hole golf course. Swinging us out of this area, very residential, but it doesn't feel like it when you're on that course. There's a pocket of golf right in that spot. Headed on over to a 36-hole county complex. That is the East course. There's the West course. We're going to put both of them here. I haven't played the West course yet.
Is the course in great shape? No. Does it deserve the horrible reviews on Google? I don't think so. Price is right.
Don't waste your money.
Would give a 0 if possible. Drove an hour for a 2-hour frost delay.
Greens have weeds on them fairways. Not in good shape. Looks diseased on the West course.
We're not outside Canada. No, we're outside New York City playing number 18 at Tamarack. Course built by Al Purdy. Designed by Al Purdy.
Oh, that will clear it. You're gonna hit right up on him, no?
Gotta let it run, you know, but it won't happen again. Now there's more than 18 holes here. There's 36 holes of golf here. The East and West course, both built by the same golf designer. Still have that major interstate cut right through. Is there a lot of elevation? Big thing jumping out at us, tee boxes. Massive, they're huge. That are pretty nice, like the tee boxes. And I feel like they've made major updates, at least in the last 2 years. Being a county course, you might find some county rates. On Golf Now, it's all over the place. You're gonna always find a tee time, they back them up. And what's a county course without some crazy ass gazebo contract that you probably pay way too much for that gets used not often. Maybe a putt-putt green here. Look right over there. We've got I-95 and the Turnpike.
This video will only look at the East course at the time of the filming. The West course was getting some big updates now. The East course did get some major renovations as well, and we'll talk about those and everything else that has to do with this major golf resort that is owned and operated by the county of Middlesex. Now, Tamarack Golf Course has a total of 2 championship golf courses to choose from. We got the East course that stretches a long 6,226 yards for a par 71. Now there is a huge disclaimer here. We got aerated greens. We got a course that had some major updates, and it's finally starting to look like the championship golf course Al Purdy designed. And there's 36 holes, man. There is so much golf to keep up with here. Shout out to the crew and everyone involved in the golf course, because it is still a lot of major updates, and when a golf course gets turned on you, it's hard to get it back to where it needs to be. There's a lot of water through this course, and that's important to note because I feel like nature starts to take over on this course more than anything. Yeah, the aerated greens play a factor. They're not putting like they used to be. That just takes some time, a couple years. That might be right where it needs to be. The crew that operates the course is operated by Troom Golf, so majority of the golf employees that work there are not government employees, which could be different from other courses. Indian Springs, which is about an hour away. We hit 150 courses plus. We've knocked them all out. If you made it this far, take a look at our other videos. They're just getting constantly, hopefully better, as the play gets colder in the New Jersey area. We're running out of courses, and we're relying on the comments down below to reach out and use some of that information for other golf courses in this area. We can get back and play the West course when it does open in the spring and summertime of 2024. At least that's what was targeted. Now, it's a lot of upkeep here. It really feels like you're close to New York City, but you get a lot of nature in the golf course. And you got that I-95 cutting through it, so it does feel like it's a busy area. It gets a lot of play, and it's going to get backed up. I think it's fairly priced in comparison to other courses that might be quote-unquote better. But this is a long course. You're going to lose a lot of golf balls. Yeah, some of the fairways, like you can see right here, a little patchy, but there's been a ton of major renovations, and we learned a lot about just golf courses in general and the amount of money that gets thrown into it just to get it to where it needs to be, to where people don't complain that it's not a quote-unquote great golf course. I think this is a great golf course where it's at right now, and I feel like it's going to grow into a great golf course. They put a lot of money in the bent grass greens seeds that have been dropped, and you could see it on most of those tee boxes. Those were dropped with Kentucky bluegrass that has finally started to kind of grow into the tee boxes that are just extremely well kept. Everything about this course has seen major changes, and if you just look at some of these pictures that we're able to pull from resources, fans that wanted us to get over there, talk about the course and give it an honest rating. We want to be honest about this. This course, I feel like right now it sits at a 6, an honest 6. It deserves to be in the 7, could even be in an 8 range when it finally is completed. The grass seeds have finally grown and everything about the course. The next course on our list is the newest public golf course in New Jersey. I thought it was in the county right below it, Monmouth. However, it appears it is Middlesex, so we got some things wrong in the last video. Nonetheless, it's nothing wrong with putting this course here again on another list.
The first municipal course in New Jersey in the last 40 years. We're here at Old Bridge Golf Club. I saw it bouncing a bunch. Oh, right here. What's this? A lot of expectations of playing this course. Being built in 2023, it's one of the newest golf courses in the state of New Jersey. Let's walk through each one of the holes here at this facility. Built and designed by Stephen K. Right at you. Right down. You're playing. Currently, Stephen K does own the course and operate it, but that will change in 5 years when the township will officially take over the course. You're good. Let's take a look at this 18-hole golf course. Not too many Google reviews. We're out here playing one of the first times this course is played.
In the rough. Down there. Good putt.
Oh. And the course is a traditional link style on all the holes, very open, sneaking in water on some of them. Even off the tee box, you're not going to see the water. You're going to find the water on the fairway.
So let's go take a look at the course nickname, the Rose. We'll talk all about its quick history, being just a year old, and we'll walk through each one of the holes here, located on 218 acres of township-owned property now. Now, the Rose got its nickname because the original land here was owned by the Rose family. This par 72 was completed September of 2000 and 23. Course is interesting. It's the true country club adjacent. There's just a massive PJ type complex next door with rich history, and then there's the country club adjacent, and I wanted to put it here at number 2. It goes to show how serious this list can get.
We're here at the famous Plainfield West 9, built in the 1800s. This course has a rich history.
That's why now.
There we go. That's actually. There we go. They probably feel like, we're doing them a favor.
Yeah.
Everything's a favor.
That's it.
You know?
Right.
You know, they're getting the better grass. They're getting putting services.
Yeah, that's what the greens are like out there now. Right here.
All right, well, it was good playing with you.
No, I'm gonna get it.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Thanks to the Drop Golf podcast for this recommendation. They play private courses. We're trying to get there, but we found they're the ones that recommended trying to get out to these private courses, or at least targeting them. And this is affiliated with it, which is so unique. As you can see right there, the original clubhouse on the right-hand side as we walk in to this building. This is the original clubhouse. This part should be an historical landmark. And we got paired up with a gentleman that was just looking to play some golf, and you got to give him a lot of credit. Plays a little left-handed, he plays a little right-handed, so he knows so much about this channel. We do a little bit of everything, but most importantly, we're going to talk about the history of this course being built in 1800s. So it's as old as it gets, one would say. And we're finally hitting some of these private courses, quote unquote, but got a little affiliation with public floating around. This is a unique one, and I look forward to bringing this history to you guys. Only a par 33, and it does play like a par 33. It's reachable on some of the par 4s, but more importantly, the putting green surfaces are the highlight of this course. Right now, this is the winter rate. It was recommended to come back in the summer because these putting green surfaces are as good as this course across the street, Plainfield Country Club, which was built by Donald Ross. This course wasn't built by Donald Ross. It was built by a Scottish architect, Tom Bendelow. Now, the course originally opened, Plainfield Golf Course, in 1898, and it was listed as 5,293 yards, which was insanely long back then. In 1916, the club purchased an extra 60 yards of farmlands just south, and now located at the West 9 course. Hired Donald Ross to add footage to this layout that was originally there, and Ross had a better idea for a new course instead and started to design that new course. So there's a lot of history just on this course alone. And I talked to the people inside the clubhouse because we had a long frost delay. One would say too long. But they said during COVID, this was the course to play. The people were coming down here and playing this course. And we're going to get a couple shots of talking about how the pros were here playing this course just recently because of the private course just down the street. Sometimes you want to go out and play a unique course just to practice the short game. This is it.
No, I see they were all here. Johnson, Mickelson, Tiger wasn't here.
And they practice here a
They
little.
practice here, right? So they made these tee boxes, that and that. And that's it? Yeah.
You can see how nice they are.
Yeah, so they made these for the pros to practice, right? So I'm here, and JB Holmes is right here, right? And he's hitting them. And he's hitting them on, you see the tee markers?
Yeah.
He's hitting them by the tee marker, and then he's getting pissed off. It's like 320. And he's hitting it on the tee markers to the right a little bit, and he's getting pissed.
Because he's not on.
Yeah.
Along with that, the West 9, it really is the club's original course layout. The club was incorporated, the 18-hole golf course, which then took into play in 1921, giving Plainfield 27 holes of private golf complex. 11 years later, during the Depression, it was set apart as a semi-private facility. So long story short, there was 27 holes. It was all private. It was all private. You couldn't get in. And then all of a sudden, we're thinking, okay, we got to open this to the public here. It was since then continued as a public course here, the West 9, and today it still remains public as a par 33. Now I talked to the local there. He said that he's playing different holes. He's deciding to go different shots. He's turning it into a par 45. Nonetheless, this is how the course was meant to be played by golf enthusiasts of all ages going out there practicing, learning, and just getting better at golf. There's a lot of pros here that just got better at golf with their short game. But overall, you could probably give just a good experience going out there, feeling the rich history. It's the same grounds crew as the one right next door to it, the beautiful country club next door. And so that's interesting. And there's some fun facts that we had mentioned. Leaving us now with the best golf course, in my opinion, even in the state of New Jersey almost for public golf, it has to be the Rutgers Golf Course. This one just sets the tone for fun, exciting youth golf, in my opinion.
Let's take a look here at the Rutgers University Golf Course. And it's considered one of the top university golf courses with a massive turf management program that you can see right off the bat. This course is nice. Cool with the university right there. Hey, how are you? And the clubhouse that was originally the 9 holes dates back to 1700. And that clubhouse from the 1700s actually hosted George Washington and his crew. That's cool with the stadium now. And the course was originally founded in 1894 when 4 men and 4 women collaborated for the New Brunswick Golf Club. And being that old, the New Brunswick Golf Course was one of the first golf clubs in the country. Golf was not popular back then, so there was only 6 holes. They're still trying to figure out the game of golf in the United States. But the foundation and the history, really, of golf might be at this course. Well, they probably lost time looking for that club.
Finally caught up on them.
Pretty cool with the bells, huh? Now they do have a place to eat inside. You would think that they have opportunities to buy a hot dog here, but who is that? I don't know where that one. Who is that man? He got over. Oh, nice. It was constructed on remote farmland in 1897. We saw the completion of 9 holes here. We don't really know who the designer was, but it wasn't until 1963 we saw all 18 completed. The original 9 holes at this facility when it was constructed was just 2,300 yards. Look straight ahead. There we go. That's all you got to do. And you got the stadium right here. Nice hole here. Them are going to drop soon, my friend. By 1912, the course had a total of 250 members. And in 1967, we saw the completion by Al Purdy of all 18. And then famous golf architect Stephen Kay had some updates to the course. Stephen Kay came in and made updates in the 2000. He planted a lot of trees and did get rid of some of the original aspects of the course. Look at it. I would say the highlight of the golf course would definitely be the putting green surfaces, the rough, the whole condition of the course. You could tell there's a turf management program at this facility. It feels private. It's hard to get tee times. Even booking online, you got to make a username. I'm just making a note of that because it does cause some inconvenience. I tried calling and they said you still have to book online. You could prepay or pay at the course. What do you say? What do you know, Joe? The course really is well maintained, so you'll be able to find some of your golf balls.
And sometimes at the end of these golf reviews, I'll do a 1 to 10 at the end. And here it belongs in the 8 range. And for public golf, That's as high as it gets sometimes. This course has some great history, challenging holes, and an atmosphere of education written all over. You can learn about your game here, you can learn about golf. The yardage are well documented throughout the course, so you're not going to be able to screw up.
The course is really right on the campus. You can find some good rates for $55 to walk, another $25 with a cart. Good looks, Joe. I saw you walk behind the camera. He's a professional, dude. This is not his first golf review.
This is filmed in the summertime. The conditions were pretty well. I think an 8.4 is my gut feeling coming out of here, and that's very high for a public golf course. This might be one of the top public golf courses within New Jersey. That's a must play. If you can get the tee time, it's a little challenging. I wouldn't recommend the person that isn't the best at booking tee times. You got to take advantage of this one. Get out here and play it. Last hole's par 5. As I just mentioned, you can go for a driver. I don't know if it's really reachable. I thought I hit 2 good balls and I still barely got there. Pin high, and then you could throw it away just like this. This was the whole round for me. That's going to do it for our list. Keep a lookout for more videos to come to Parfester's independent golf channel. Focus on fun, affordable golf and trying to figure out where are these good locations that also have a place to eat inside. And this might be the spot for you. Keep a lookout for more videos to come. This is the Parfessor, an independent golf channel focused on fun, affordable golf in your area. If you made it this far, smash that like.